Hi, this is Nicholas Bell with IONCINEMA, here to review Saint Maud, the directorial debut of Rose Glass, which premiered at the 2019 Toronto International Film Festival. A24 is distributing the title, which will be released July 17th. And if all goes well, it'll be the first horror film to receive a theatrical release as theatrical releases begin happening again. Will also be available on demand. Saint Maud stars Morfydd as a young nurse named Kate who experiences something traumatic at work, is fired for it, and becomes a palliative caretaker, rechristening her name as Maud, naming herself after the saint for misbehaving children, and begins taking care of Amanda, a Pina Bausch type character played by Jennifer Ehle, named Amanda, who's in stage 4 lymphoma of the spine. Slowly but surely, these two women start to kind of bond, and Amanda starts picking Maud's brains about God and how God speaks to her and comes inside her body. Amanda is also having a sexual liaison with a young woman named Carol who keeps stopping by. And after the bonding happens, Maud takes it upon herself to tell Carol that you're wasting her time. You're going to make her a lost woman when she should be focusing on the afterlife and death. And then it's revealed at a birthday party for Amanda that she has kind of derision for Maud's thoughts, which ends in a moment of violence and Maud getting fired, and then everything kind of going downhill from there in a great concoction of mental illness, cultural standards, and religious fervor. So Ms. Glass has created, it walks the line sometimes between ambiguity, as in, are supernatural happenings possible here, or is this just the imaginings of a diseased mind? And I think it's really the former rather than the latter, but I think Ms. Glass has to be commended for starting out with extremely frustrating, in my mind, problematic character to one that we become extremely empathetic for, even despite her thoughts and actions. And the very final sequence is one that is very troubling and should be seared into your mind. It's getting a lot of comparisons to Hereditary, which A24 also distributed. In my mind, this does feel like a lot of 1970s films about women losing their minds. Polanski's Repulsion comes to mind, but especially Susanna York and Robert Altman's Images. The kind of lesbian subplots also brings to mind another Susanna York movie, The Killing of Sister George, but kind of just peripherally. I liked that Kate/Maud's descriptions about God entering her body looked and sounded a lot like what happens, at least in Nicholas Hittner's version of The Crucible, where ostensibly it's the devil that's causing the same things to happen. I was also reminded a little bit of Kathy Bates in Misery, as far as this caretaker person whose personal psychological issues and trauma make them obsessed and controlling. Overall, I would give this 3.5 out of 5. I think it's an excellent debut, and Rose Glass is one of several other women directors that has made a genre film this year, including Relic and Amulet, and that are very thought-provoking films that do a lot with a little. Thank you.
Hey, this is Eric from IONCINEMA.com. If you want to support us, subscribe below. For more reviews, interviews, film festival coverage from Sundance, Cannes, Toronto, you want to check out these guys on this side.